Hi, Cancer. It's eclipse season. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the eclipses. As you know, every month, hi Bodhi, my cat came. Um, every month we have a full moon and a new moon, and the eclipses are no different, except for it's like a full moon and a new moon on crack, right? Energy's intensified. The eclipses always come in pairs, and my cat is like living for this right now. He's like my best audience. There you go, buddy. And so they come in pairs, right? It's the way of the universe clearing out things that we maybe are incapable of clearing ourselves. It brings things to light. It can be crisis, but it's ultimately for our benefit, for the benefit of evolution. If you're sick or feeling yucky, go to the doctor. Again, it brings things to light. Anything that's found during an eclipse is for real and pretty serious, so get it looked at, get it taken care of. All of that. Also, people who are sick and or holding on, they sometimes like to leave our lives. They transition. I guess it's easier to transition during eclipses, but it marks a time of great departure. Now that we have covered the generalities of an eclipse, let's talk about what it means for you. So there is a full moon lunar eclipse on February 10th in Leo in your second house. So let's put it together like I just said. Full moon, release, eclipse from the universe, probably not from you, just like a forced release from the universe, bigger than normal, in Leo, which is very dramatic in a dramatic sense, in your second house of self-worth, of income, value, the things you put in yourself. I mean, I would just say you might lose some things that you put too much value into. The universe might be like, I'm going to show you what value is by taking away some of your stuff. You may lose, excuse me, a source of income, because the universe also wants you to realize you don't need that source of income to feel value about yourself. I mean, it's one of those interesting houses. It's like, hey, your money lives here, so does your self-worth. And it is very connected with how we associate our self-worth with our possessions, with, I mean, it's the Taurus house, with our possessions and with our money, with the things we surround ourselves with. So you might see that the universe is going to pull some of those things away from you, and you're going to be like, because that's how eclipses feel. But it is ultimately for the best. There's a lesson here for you. And then on February 26th, there's a new moon solar eclipse in Pisces in your ninth house. These do go very well to me, actually, 2 and 9. So new moon is like planting a seed with Miracle-Gro in Pisces, which is creativity, the subconscious. It's all very Neptunian. It's like being underwater and not having words, but it's like fluid motion and all this stuff. Yeah, it's about as clear as I just explained it. That's what Pisces is. That's why our Pisces friends are sometimes hard to relate to, because they work on a very different, deep level, watery. And it's in the ninth house, your ninth house, of higher education, of systems of belief, religion, foreign travel. So we're planting a new seed here. Something comes to light in that house for you. Perhaps it is a new way of thinking. Perhaps something happens on the 10th that gets your belief system shifted. Do you know? Like, it's just, you start thinking differently about it because you've had to experience it for the first time. But it's definitely, and it could also shine a light on your creativity. I mean, going back to school for creative writing is just an example. Like, all of a sudden you have this overwhelming desire to be creative in a foreign country, in a higher education, to release your subconscious. This is also about beliefs too. There could be some deep implanting new beliefs that are coming to you. Things maybe you didn't even know you really believed are being presented to you around the 26th. Venus moves into Aries on February 3rd, and she's been in Pisces, which is what we just talked about. So she's super psychic there, right? The feminine is like psychic and feeling and creative, but now the feminine, Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, value, all that stuff, who rules the second house, we were talking about possession and money. She's moving into Aries, right? So Aries is our initiator, our spark plug, our me first, gotta go. and it's ruled by Mars, which is drive, action, and aggression. So we're looking at a little bit more of angry feminine, but justified angry feminism, productive angry feminine, uh, sexy. Women are feeling sexy, smart, open. Sex drives are off the chart. Women's sex drives start to pick up. Or the feminine, it doesn't have to be women, but the feminine part of our sex drive, probably the receptive part of our sex drive, starts to pick up. Dressing sexier, feeling more assertive, more confident, all those Mars words. Put Venus, yeah, because Aries is ruled by Mars. Does that make sense? So you take Venus, you put her in Aries, so then you use all those Aries words, and then you use all those Mars words. So Venus is initiating sexuality. Venus is angry. No, Venus initiates anger. Venus is quick to anger. Mars is quick. Aries is quick. So it's that kind of stuff that we're going to start to see. There'll be a shift in energy, and your drive is going to go, not just sex drive, but just drive in general. So let's take a peek at what the cards have to say for you this month, my sweet Cancers. Take a peeky weeky. A little quiet for you. A little quiet. A little jumbled. Okay. Oh, fate. Got some fated moments happening this month. Oh, okay. Here we go. That was easy. So, fate, taking on too much, what you let go is going to bring back good things for you and more stuff. How interesting. So, here we have the Lovers. This is the fate card. This can be a soulmate. Like, there could be a soulmate coming into your life. But very fated decisions for you this month. The decisions that you make are fated. It's like you're moving forward, and then you think you know what you're doing, and then all of a sudden something catches at the corner of your eye. When you come, there's a quote, and I don't know who said it, but when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Take the fork in the road. Do it. That's my advice to you. Because you're taking on too much already as it is. Like, you don't need to have all this stuff. You're like trying to push through too much stuff. And once you start to release some of that stuff, and I think stuff could be very literal here. We're talking about that second house of value and stuff, like just, it's almost like a hoarding kind of thing, but hoarding vision, hoarding all this stuff to make yourself feel like better about yourself, I guess. It's time to let go of some of it so that you can push through on the things that actually really matter. Those are the things that need to stick around. And you're going to find that it actually brings you more stuff. It's time to be more of a manager of your own life and your own situation. Like, I don't want to hear any victim mentality this month when it's like, but I was doing this and then this thing came and now I have this fated choice. No. You have a fated choice. Buck up and take it. Be the manager of your own life. Delegate. Let go of some of the things that you don't need. For you, physical things, if you don't get rid of some physical things this month, I'm interested to know what you lose. You might it might be the kickoff too. On February 10th, something goes away, and then you're like, oh my gosh, it's like a wake-up call for you to organize your life and manage things. Because it might be one of those situations like, well, God, they got this. Why didn't they? I have so much of this. Why didn't they take this instead? Because this is what I actually wanted. Well, I'll tell you why. Because you haven't made the distinction. You haven't put it out into the universe, the distinction between what you actually value and what you just collect. Because there's a difference. And you're going to have that moment this month where you consciously make the decision. Soulmates arriving, that's kind of what it is too. I don't know why, but I'm like, a home organizer. That'd be great for you this month. But it would be. And don't just go trusting people because they're in authority this month either, right? It's time for you to sort of suss out what it is you believe, what you believe to be true versus maybe necessarily what on paper is true, because that's not helping you any. Your beliefs are important. Then you can, again, it's like the sussing out of like the real versus the feel. So, and I encourage you to go with, I mean, they're both real, but like the real, what you personally can prove to yourself, as opposed to just like what's proven to be real. This is all personal belief. You're going to get a chance to organize your life in just kind of different ways, organize your systems. You're going to find out what's of value to you. And I just hope that you get to find out on your own, and the eclipse doesn't take it out for you, because that's what the eclipse does. Oh, they just love to prune out your life, man. but it's what has to happen to keep us moving. I mean, and the eclipses are happening to everyone in different areas of their charts. You know, it's part of the thing that happens. You have to take it as a blessing. You have to. Do you believe that, or can you believe your own thing? Yeah, that's your month. Yeah, that actually is your month, Cancer. So thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing my video, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Mystic Assistant, and you'll get through these. You'll get through these eclipses. We all will get through these eclipses. Just breathe and take a bath when you need to. Okay? I'll see you next month.